Hi guys! Today we're going to do a painting of a fish. Now to do this, we're going to use the elements of art, which are shapes. We're going to use shapes and color and lines, okay? So the first thing you're going to need is some paper. I have a few markers, so you can use pencil or anything you want really, or crayon. But I want you to see what I'm drawing, so I'm going to use a big thick marker. You're going to need some watercolors, but you don't have to use watercolor. If mom says no to watercolors, use some color pencils, crayons, markers are fine. To activate my watercolors before we draw, I'm going to put a drop of water in each of my colors that I'm going to want to use. So I'm just going to take a brush, and I never clean my watercolors. I always tell you guys that. I like them nice and dirty. And I'm just going to put a couple of drops of water in the colors I'm going to like. So I'm going to quickly do that really fast and get these all activated for me so that when I go to use them, they'll be ready. So I'm just going to put this in super fast. And that way they'll be ready when we go to give our little watercolor washes. So I'm not going to use all the colors. I just like the bright colors. So under the water, in our underwater land that we're going to make believe, living in our coral reef, let's say, we are going to have lots of fish. So you can make one fish, two fish, three fish, any kind of fish you want. To do that, I'm going to let this sit aside now, okay? I'm right-handed, so I keep all my water, my paintbrush, and my paint on my right side because I don't want to cross over my picture. I'm going to take a piece of paper, and I'm going to be holding up my picture. For watercolors, you usually don't hold up your picture, but I'm going to hold it up so you guys can see it. I'm just going to tape this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to use a big fat marker. To do this, I said we're going to use the elements of art. So elements of art are line and shapes and color and space. So today we're going to use this. We're going to make, let's pretend we're doing a coral reef, okay? So first thing we're going to need is a piece of coral, right? So let's make some coral. And coral can come in all different shapes and colors, sizes, all different types of things. So let's just make some shape down here on the bottom, ziggy zag. There's a piece of coral. And I'll make another one over here, a different one. This one I'm going to go like this. Come right up here and do that, okay? There you go. Now up here I want to make a fish, okay? And I'm going to make a fish by doing a big oval, which is just simply a happy face and a sad face. And at the bottom of it, this side over here, his bottom, not my bottom, his bottom, I'm going to make a triangle. So one line, and then I'm going to make a line that connects it, triangle, and an oval. See it? And he needs fins. Fish don't have arms, they have fins. So I'm going to make some fins on him. And your fins can look like anything. They can be very ornate, which means fancy, or they can be simple. I'm going to make them some really fancy ones. Back here, I'm going to make this look a little fancy. And you can have maybe a fin down here too. Okay, anything you want. And then you can add stripes on them. I'm going to give him a big eye. Right here, I'm going to add an eyeball right here. You guys see? Okay. And I'm going to give him a mouth. He's got to be able to eat, right? Yum, yum, yum. And he needs gills. They don't have lungs like us. They have gills because they breathe underwater. Put that there. And they don't have skin like we do. They have a different kind of skin that's covered by scales. So you might want to add a little texture by just making some lines on them. So here I'm just going to add a little bit of texture this way. So you can add some lines back here, add some texture. I don't want my fish to be lonely. I'm going to make him have a little buddy, okay? So he's going to have a little friend over here. And his friend's going to be a little skinnier. So I'll make a skinny, sad face and a happy face. And this time I'll make a little V in it, make a face. And I'll make him have an eyeball. And I'll make him have gills so he can breathe. I want him to be able to breathe too. And I'll make him have a fancy tail. Fancy, fancy tail. Ooh, look at that fancy tail. Ooh, isn't that pretty? And I'll make him have a fancy fin up here. And maybe a fin down here. Look at that. Fish, there's no right or wrong in any kind of fish you want to do. I'm going to make some air bubbles. My fish got some air bubbles coming out of them. And down here on my coral, I might make some little flowers coming out of it. Just like this. Little flowers. Anything you want. There's no right or wrong. It's your picture. Down here in the sandy bottom. Got a little sand down here. You can put a little SpongeBob running around if you want. Okay, over here I might add a little, another little baby fish. Maybe I'll make another fish right here. This guy will be a fat guy with a little stubby tail. And I'll make a little face for him. He'll have stripes. He'll have stripes on him. And an eyeball. And maybe a little baby tail. A little baby thing off here, right here for him. Okay? And a mouth for him too. Okay. So I got 3 fish. And over here I think I need another little baby fish. I'll make another fish right there. And a tail. You can do anything you want. This is your picture. Your picture. Just add any kind of fish you want. I'm just going to make more fish. And you can make rows of scales on this guy. Okay? There he goes. Now, air bubble, air bubble, air bubble. Gotta be able to breathe, right? And here I'll make another little piece of coral. Fancy this up a little. There we go. Now it's time to add some color. Okay, so to do that, what I want to do is I want to use my watercolors now. So this time I want to give a wash. A wash is when you add a really light bit of color to the background. So to do that, you're going to start with a light blue maybe, a little purple, whatever color your water wants to be. It could be greeny blue. I'm going to add a lot of water, wet my brush, dip it in. And I'm going to add some water up here. Dip it around, just wash it around all over wherever I feel like it. I can add more water to it. Pop it in. Get it going, rinse it around. Avoid my fishies. Don't want them to be the same color as the water. So I'm just gonna do this really quick so you guys can get an idea. Pop this around, add a little color. I'm working upside down, but it looks okay, I guess. Okay, here we go. Now, what color do I want my first fish to be? Rinse off my brush, wipe on my paper towel to make sure he's clean. I'm gonna make my first fish yellow-orange. Here he goes. Ooh, that's a nice color. And I'll leave his fin a different color, just like that. I'll make this a little row right here. Maybe a little bit right over here too. This flower might have a little. I like to add some of the same color around, so I'm marrying my picture, which means just uniting it through color, okay? I'm gonna add another color now. Maybe I'll use some of this color, which is like a magenta, which is kind of a cool red. Ooh, I like it, I like it. Miss TC loves her colors. Love them, love them, love them. And I'm gonna add some flowers right here. Ooh, like that. Yep, yep, yep. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, rinse that off, add a little bit. I think I'm gonna go with yellow. Yellow, yep, definitely yellow. Okay, I'm going for a yellow face. Here's a yellowy face. That looks good. And I'm gonna add some yellow on this coral. This coral's gonna be yellow. And I'm gonna make his fins yellow. A little brighter yellow. Let's get that up there. A little more yellow. Oh, that's nice. His fin's there, guys. And I'm gonna go for a little purple now. Purple, yeah, purple. Now I don't want my yellow and purple to mix because that's gonna make brown. So I'm gonna stay away from that right now. So I'm gonna go right here. Ooh, I like it. Purple, like it, like it, like it. I'm gonna make this little purple down here, little purple dots down here. Throw in a little color, throw purple on this coral right here. And I might add some purple on this little guy, little purple dots up here. Yep. And I think I'm gonna go for a little green now, a little green. And I'll put some little green in my coral right here. A little green going. I like it. And over here, maybe a little green on the top of this guy. So he's blossoming. And I'll do a little rinse on this guy. Maybe go back and add a little bit more. So I have some tonage, some different tones of green. And let me grab a bright, bright blue, dark blue now. I'm gonna go some dark blue. And I'm gonna make him dark blue. Ooh, I like that. Now, as you can see, I'm just uniting my picture now. I'm just filling up all different colors everywhere I feel like it. Give his tail a little. Maybe this tail back here a little bit. Maybe a little stripe on this guy. Maybe a little bit right here. There's no right or wrong. Anything you choose to do. Maybe a little blue in his eye. And I might go with a little red. How about a little red? Why don't I do a little red right here? That's a 4th of July fish right here. I'm gonna go there, right here, a little here, here. Do a little red here. This looks good. You can just layer your colors on anywhere you want. There's no right or wrong in this. It's okay if they mix together, okay? You're just gonna mix it all up, mix it up. There's no right or wrong. Get a little bit up here, maybe a little water, like a ripple of current going through. I need a sandy bottom, don't I? Sandy bottom. So let me grab a little light brown from down here. Just so I mix a little brown down here. So I got a sandy bottom. Now this picture, anyone can do this picture and they're all gonna turn out differently. So let me show you. Let's say this picture, you wanna simplify it. Let's say you wanna do an easier one. Let me show you a different way to do it. So this is one we just did together. So if you wanna make a lot of patterns and put your fish in a bowl, let's say you went scuba diving and caught a fish. You can make your fish more complicated and put a piece of coral in your aquarium and put your fish with a pattern all over your page. So you can really think this up and make patterns and make it complicated for yourself. And really think about it, how you want to make patterns. See the difference? See the two different pictures? How it's different on each one? Or you can make it even simpler. Let me simplify it even more. Let's say I make it simpler and take just one little baby fish and make him simplified. Simplify your fish. So it's up to you how complicated you want to make your project. So think about it. There's no right or wrong in what you decide to do. Have fun playing with your colors and your crayons, your paint, your markers. There is no right or wrong. Just enjoy discovering what you can do. Have fun, guys. Enjoy your project. Bye.